are these people?
So we got Ali Abunimah, who last week we announced was arrested. He was still at that point being detained in Switzerland. And he was released. So what happened was he was detained over the weekend because all of the court people were off for the weekend and there was nobody to basically process him and interrogate him. But he was interrogated. And he talked about that in this special live stream on Tuesday. All right, he talked about his ordeal in Switzerland. You can watch the whole stream. Defying international outrage, he was detained without charge on Saturday at the behest of Mario Fair. And I think we talked about the fact that he was a government official in charge of policing the canton of Zurich. But he's also an ardent Zionist who attends pro-Israel demonstrations and advocated for locking up pro-Palestine protesters.
The canton of Zurich seems like an item in Dungeons and Dragons, but that's just me, you know.
Oh, Vicky, I certainly hope it's your connection and it's not us, because I'm holding steady on the stream according to this.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Although I did hear Restream may have had some issues earlier. In the special live stream. No, stop it. After 2 nights in jail, Abunimah would. Now I got to cut that out. Abunimah was deported from the country. After 2 nights in jail, Abunimah was deported from the country on Monday to Turkey for some reason. In the special live stream, Abunimah recounted what was effectively a kidnapping at the hands of undercover Swiss police, as well as his 3 days in an immigration jail. With no warning, he was grabbed by police en route to a speaking venue on the street, literally, where he was due to address local Palestine solidarity campaigners. Weird.
Yep.
I thought I was being mugged, he said. At no point during his detention were any charges put to him, and he was held in what the Swiss authorities call administrative detention until deportation. In the presence of his lawyer, at least they let him have a lawyer, the police explained to Abunimah that on Friday, the same day he arrived in the country, he was issued with an entry ban to safeguard the internal and external security of Switzerland. What threat did he pose? He was there to give a speech. But despite being questioned for an hour upon arrival at the airport on Friday, he had been permitted entry to the country. It's currently unclear exactly what time of day the ban was issued, but it seems to have been issued after his entry. All right. He also revealed how Swiss intelligence agents attempted and failed to interview him without his lawyer present. He also refused any food and just accepted water. One of the agents spoke Arabic with an Egyptian accent, but without his lawyer present, tried to get him to interrogate. But there were also glimmers of hope. Even in the darkest places, Abunimah's cellmate Mustafa was pleased to learn he was sharing a cell with a Palestinian and wrote a message on the cell's window communicating as such to the other prisoners, who were mostly Arabs. Go figure. Quote, all the other prisoners were just giving victory signs and waving, and it was really one of the most touching things I've ever seen. So that tells you solidarity is everywhere. We also discussed the historic events in Gaza and Lebanon this weekend as Palestinian and Lebanese people displaced by genocide and war began returning to their homes in northern Gaza and South Lebanon as Israeli troops withdrew for now. And subscribe to the Electronic Intifada, subscribe to Asa Winstanley, subscribe to Ali Abunimah, all 2024 Indie Media Award honorees. Journalism is not a crime, as it says scrolling across the bottom of that ticker right now. And I 100% believe that and fight for it and will scream from the rooftops. These guys are speaking and they're reporting on what, forget it. Like, the Israeli soldiers that are murdering children are not being detained or put in jail, but this guy to give a speech is? What the hell is wrong here? What are we doing? That'll be in the description after the show, of course. You know what's also frustrating is how we're demonetized on YouTube. So if you're able to, we would really appreciate some support for our network, for INN. Sean has been helping a tremendous amount, huge, okay, and as well as others, but really we're trying to get to $2,000 to cover our annual expenses, so then we can do some fun stuff. They just announced the tickets for Third Eye Carnival in just outside Nashville. It's going to be in Portland, Tennessee, and Jett has been invited to perform. That's April 4th, 5th, and 6th. The tickets are $90 a piece. You can get it at THIRD, Third Eye Carnival, EYE Carnival.com. Steve Poikinen and Ryan from The Last American Vagabond are hosting it. There's going to be bands. There's going to be podcasts. There's going to be cool other stuff happening as well. Anna Mayers went to the last Third Eye Carnival in Pueblo, Colorado, and could not stop raving about the ability to meet people in person and have one-on-one engagement with the people and take it from online to offline in an environment where everybody's cool. So I think that's a really cool thing to do.
Everybody's awesome.
I want to be able to help Jesse out and send him there and get him to be a part of that, because that would be really cool to do, like a live American tradition or something. I don't know how we would pull that off, because I'm certainly not going to go. I got a family and kids, and although my wife did talk about like going to Nashville with my daughters, embarrassingly enough, they're still Swifties, but they're on their way out. Thankfully, they're on their way out. Stuff like that is why we get demonetized, why we get suppressed in the algorithm. So please like and share if you're able to, and if you're able to support with some Cash App or Ko-fi like our friend Fred Edward just did. All right. Cash App is $sign Indie News Network. We got ko-fi.com/Indie News Network and paypal.me. Goes to the same place. Then we got INNnewsletter.com, where we publish a newsletter just about every day of the week. We do 2 on Friday, a daily and a weekly, that summarizes everything that happens at the network, all the live streams, all the articles. There's our Wall of Fame. Our supporters, they're the best. Love you so much. Thank you so much. Everyone that can do so. Cash App, Ko-fi, PayPal, and Substack are the ways to do it. They take the least amount of fees. And I'd rather not give the platforms the kind of, like, YouTube takes 30%. Rumble takes 50% on Rumble rants. Like, don't give them that kind of money. If you want to support the stream, that's great. Do that, please. Try to do it one of those ways if you can. Tip your content creators if you're able to. And most of the people here have. We actually put out a tweet thanking our top tippers from January. I got an email from Ko-fi that said, hey, look at these amazing people that supported your network and your channel the last 30, 90 days. And it's most of the people in here.
Damn high.
Yep. So big thank you to Sean, the Accord Lord. We're going to do something really nice for him. He's amazing. Stepped up in January, really helped us out. So we're going to make
he's going to bake you a cake.
No, we're gonna bake him a playlist for Friday night clip show is what we're gonna do, and let him pick his favorite Jett song. So he's gonna get to do that, and I think that's a cool way to kind of honor
it's
some
a piece of cake to make
some of the supporters. And then Natalie Williams was here before. She was on that list from Cash App, as was Anna Mayer. So thank you to everyone, really. If you want to be on that board, that's how you do it. Cash App, Ko-fi, PayPal, Substack at INNnewsletter.com. And those are ways to support with a little bit of a contribution, monthly or one time if you're able.
Can't keep giving us nothing and think we're bluffing about coming for your heads. Why play civil if you won't listen? 50,000 died And now we know our mission, we form a militia, make Congress a prison. No, I play civil when all these dead won't make you listen. What's more American than slaying your oppressors? What's more American than liberty or death first? God, I thought we were founded on abolishing the tyranny of those who would starve a village all to live empirically. And I regret that I have only one life to give for my cause now that I can see the cause so clearly. See, I want our leaders, regardless of party, to fear me.